Salute to Luffy. Click that bell notification button and subscribe to join the pride. If you came in this video hoping for a rant or hoping for me going at players without constructive criticism, this isn't a video for you. And honestly, I'm sick and tired of some of the fans on this fan base, man. They're so fucking reactionary. Excuse my language. I can't get monetized. I'm not monetizing my videos anyway. At least not these, right? So I can cuss whatever I want. But for some of you guys that keep saying Lampard out, do me a favor. If you're one of those guys that say Lampard out, please unsubscribe. Please exit this fan base. Please don't call yourself a Chelsea fan, because I don't see how you can make decisions based off 3 preseason games that mean not shite, right? Not shit. They don't mean anything, right? Mourinho had a terrible preseason. We won the league that season. So for me, preseason games are nothing more than just fitness, right? And mind you, the team we played today, fair play to them, right? Fair play to them, because this game meant a lot to them. They saw it as them playing against a giant, right? The European champions, right? They looked at it as, okay, let's make a name for ourselves. Let's do ourselves proud. And they brought the intensity to this game, which we needed, because it made the game watchable, right? It made the game, engaging. This was a great exhibition game for us to get better fitness, to have more of a challenge. This was a big step up from the opponents we played earlier in St. Valentine and Bohemian. With all due respect, this team that we played today are the reigning champions. They are on a great run of form, and they're on an unbeaten run of 17 games. Now, the biggest takeaway for me is the 4-2-3-1, and also Aspilicueta. This team is missing. It's missing Hudson-Odoi. It's missing Reece James. Desperately missing Reece James, and lost his cheek, right? Once we get those players back, I can truly say I can judge Lampard and how the team's performing, because those guys are pivotal to our season. But for me, the 4-2-3-1 it's a bit outdated, man. Like, I understand Lampard is very comfortable in this formation. We've seen it a lot when he used it at Derby County, especially when he played against teams like Sheffield United and Leeds United. Teams that were up above the table of the championship. And I'm pretty sure he's very comfortable in this formation. But for me, it's too narrow. Like, I personally don't like it, because we don't move the ball nearly as well as we do when we play the 4-3-3, or my favorite is the 4-1-2-1-2 diamond, or better known as the 4-4-2 diamond. I say 4-1-2-1-2 diamond because anyways, it doesn't matter. But for me, I like that formation better because we move the ball quicker. It's not all compact and congested. The ball is very spaced out, and we just move the ball more crisp. We create more chances that way, in my opinion. I've seen a lot of propaganda about Ross Barkley today, so I guess we have now the people that were saying Ross Barkley is shite and he's not good. Right now, some of them are backtracking and saying that he's good. Based off one game, they've already made that decision. For me, like I said, all players have a clean slate this season, because at the end of the day, they're the only players that are going to be able to play for Chelsea this season. They're the only players that we have at our disposal that's going to play for our club for the badge, right? So they all have my support. Even Alonso and Aspilicueta, who had not so good performance. Everybody in general didn't have good performances today, but it's hard to see that Aspilicueta, who's been a great servant for our club, he's been a leader, right? At times, sometimes not so much, but he's always been there. He's played so many minutes, man. From Mourinho to Conte to Sarri, he's played so many games. He's been our most consistent player as far as being on the pitch, right? He's been the most selected consistently, right? So for him to hit this decline so hard, like, I can't say it's preseason, because we've seen glimpses of this last season where he was getting beat. He couldn't bomb forward and then track back consistently during the game. And I think the season under Conte to do him a favor, because majority of that season he played as a center back, right? He was on the right hand side of the back three that we played, and obviously that's a whole lot less running than a wing back or a full back. So maybe that was the undoing of Aspilicueta. But for me, the 4-2-3-1 is a no for me. And I know Lampard, he's watching this game. And to me, I know he's fuming inside. This game really kind of got to him. I know he doesn't. He probably didn't show it as much. He did a great job, but I know he's fuming at this result, and he knows that they got to do better. They got to figure something out, right? He has a select group of players that he has to work with. He has to find what's best for them, right? And I know he's a bit upset by the result. And I know he's looking at this game saying, okay, the 4-2-3-1, it may not be working for this group of players, right? Kennedy, for me, at times he seemed like he wasn't confident. It was times where he should have carried the ball and went forward and drive at the defense, but instead he played it safe and played it backwards, which we really don't need. And when Pulisic got introduced into the game, I felt great. Pulisic is a player that can do that. We've seen that a lot when he played for the United States. He can receive the ball deep and drive at defenders, and I think that's what we were missing on the wings. And yeah, he didn't do much as far as scoring a goal or anything, but it was refreshing to see him. And obviously, he played on the left-hand side and the right-hand side, so he showed that it doesn't matter which wing he's on. He's good on the left or the right, which is good for me. He can cross it in with his left foot. He seems a bit comfortable with his left foot, so that's great to see. And Emerson, man. Emerson, I don't know if it's fitness. I'm really not trying to use that as excuse, because this is the third preseason game, and I was, like you guys, hoping to see a better performance from the team. But then again, I can't stress it enough, this is a team that's in the midst of their season, and obviously the fitness levels are going to be better than ours, right? Within the first 30 minutes, you can see signs of them being the more physical team, fit team, and simple passes over the top beat Emerson every time. Like it was tough to see, man. Nobody played well for us despite Mason Mount. He had bright spots, and Barkley had a decent game. I'm not gonna say that I'm the biggest Ross Barkley fan, because I'm not. It's the Frank Lampard effect, where players that I had to go at last season, like Ross Barkley and Alonso, they have a clean slate. And yes, I'm not gonna say that that Ross Barkley is tremendous. He does play a whole lot better when he's confident, right? And today he seemed a bit confident. He made some passes. He played well enough to stand out, right? He didn't play within himself, so that's a positive sign, I guess. But that's my spiel on it. I didn't catch all of the game because it was like 5 in the morning here for me, so I had to get up and I couldn't watch all the games, but I did see enough to know that the 4-2-3-1 is a bit outdated. So next game is against Barcelona, and I'm hoping that there's some changes. We're gonna probably see Kepa and Kante, because Kepa, there's a bit of a bug going on. That's why Tammy Abraham didn't play today, because it's a bit of he felt ill during training, so he didn't play today. And Kepa might have the same thing. Hopefully, it's a separate issue and it's not a bug that's going around, because those things tend to spread. And I don't want any players. I want all the players being out there and getting fit and getting prepared for the preseason. Barcelona's gonna be a good game for us, man. And you guys know how I feel about Barcelona. So I might do a live stream, or a watch along or whatever, just to analyze the game, because I enjoy doing it, and also will have a link for you guys to watch it. So anyways, what are you guys' thoughts about this game? For me, it's just a preseason game. It's against a team that's pretty solid. Like I said, it was a great exhibition game for us, because they brought it. They wanted to win this game, and they didn't play it like it was a preseason game. They were physical. They were making challenges, and Bakayoko scared me for a little bit, because I thought he had seriously got injured by the challenge. But he's good. We need him healthy just in case PSG come in for him seriously. And yeah. Anyways, guys, up to Chelsea. It's just a fucking preseason game. Relax, guys. Relax. It's just a preseason game, right? The main objective is to find out what best suits our team and match fitness. I'm Hutch. This is The Pride, and I'm out.